Yo, did you catch that Battlefield 6 reveal earlier today? I was planning to skim it once, slam my laptop shut, and get some sleep before work, but the second those first three words, "a new era begins," faded in, my entire evening turned into an impromptu hype marathon. My ghost energy went stone cold, the dog forgot I exist, and my phone lit up like New Year's Eve as every gaming buddy spammed the group chat with fire emojis and 20 different versions of "dude, did you see that?" Let's talk about that trailer because honestly, it's packed tighter than a clown car. First thing that smacks you is the raw destruction. Remember how we used to joke that Frostbite could only blow up little walls and pre-canned skyscrapers? Here they drop an entire office tower in one unbroken shot, light bulbs still glowing, desks still pushed up against the windows, and it folds like a stack of dominoes in slow motion. You can practically hear some poor IT guy's hard drive screeching on the way down. If even half of that collapsible mayhem actually transfers into multiplayer without turning everyone's frame rate into a slideshow, I'll buy the dev team a cake. Right after the tower implodes, a dam bursts, classic DICE flex, sending a biblical wall of water stampeding downhill, swallowing trucks, trees, probably someone's summer cabin. My GPU started whispering apologies in advance. Then chaos hopscotches across the globe and parks smack in the middle of Manhattan. We get this gorgeous wide shot of the skyline at dawn, calm breeze, birds flapping around like it's just another Tuesday commute. Bam, missile streaks in, slices the Manhattan Bridge in two, steel cables whip around like angry tentacles, cars nosedive into the East River, and every siren in the 5 boroughs fires off at once. The Merc crew responsible? Pax Armada. Think private security firm meets Saturday morning cartoon villainy. Unlimited funding, designer tactical gear, zero conscience. They roll into New York as if they own the deed, planting their weird minimalist crest on every burnt-out vehicle they leave behind. NATO tries to mobilize Brakeintai, but come on, by the time the trailer cuts to that shot, the city looks like someone spilled gasoline on SimCity and hit fast forward. And now enter Benito Martinez, yeah, that Benito, the hard-nosed captain from The Shield and the stern voice from half the audiobooks my dad listens to. He's sitting alone in what looks like the Oval Office, the lights dim, rain streaking down the window behind him. His knuckles are raw. Either he punched the desk after bad intel, or someone tried to rearrange his jaw during a behind-the-scenes scuffle. He leans into the camera with that "I'm not mad, I'm disappointed" stare that makes grown adults sit up straighter. You instantly believe the stakes when he's the one spelling them out. Then the trailer slices to the new Battlefield Studios logo, and I'd swear the Dolby Atmos mix made the ceiling vibrate. DICE, Motive, Criterion, ripple effect. 4 heavyweights shoved into one ring. Could be the dream team, could be an overcrowded kitchen. History says multiple studios sometimes trip over each other's features, but maybe this time the synergy perfects the recipe. DICE brings the scale, Criterion knows vehicles inside and out, Motive nails single-player atmosphere, and Ripple Effect, formerly the folks who salvaged Portal, handle sandbox craziness. We could be looking at the shooter equivalent of the Beatles reunion tour, or we could end up with 4 albums playing at once. Time will tell. Now let's dissect the gadgets because oh boy, the toy chest is overflowing. First up, the booster. Picture a grappling hook on steroids, a little wrist-mounted thruster that pops like a silent rocket, catapulting your operator up 10 stories and letting you stick the landing like Spider-Man mid-swing, just as half the facade crumbles behind them. Instant hero moment, right after a new breed of smart mind pokes its ugly head into frame. Flat disc on the pavement, blinking light. Audio cue, barely a chirp. Tank rumbles near, the disc pops up waist-high, and a shaped charge slams into the roof armor in a shower of molten metal. Good night, sweet Abrams. Somewhere Bad Company's engineers are wiping proud tears. But let's talk about everyone's new best friend, the sledgehammer. Not a dainty breaching tool, an honest-to-goodness, cartoonishly huge slab of steel. Trailer shows a soldier kicking down a door, whipping out the hammer, and taking a full-body swing into a concrete pillar. Dust billows, the floor above groans, and the enemy squad upstairs suddenly realizes they're standing on borrowed time. If DICE lets me swap between repairing vehicles and dismantling buildings with the same hammer, I'll never equip anything else. All this gadget goodness apparently lives inside a closed program called Battlefield Labs. Think of it like Willy Wonka's factory tour for hardcore players, small pool of testers, wild prototypes, NDAs longer than a CVS receipt. They're supposedly thrashing these mechanics night and day so the rest of us don't end up rage posting bug clips like we did for 2042. Fingers, toes, and HDMI cables crossed. Now about that release date bombshell. Hidden in tiny legal text on the official site, probably posted by an intern who now has a permanent forehead dent from slamming the delete key. We got October 10th, 2025. It vanished within hours, but the internet never forgets. Mark your calendar and also mark your bank account because you'll need current gen gear. PS4, and Xbox One are officially out of the fight. DICE is going full send on hardware horsepower. Meanwhile, Call of Duty's next Black Ops reportedly drops in November. It's like opening a restaurant right next door to an established burger joint and hanging a banner that says, "Our fries are hotter." Battle for Autumn just escalated. The trailer doesn't let up. Quick cut. Night vision sweep through a cramped townhouse. Green lasers dance across drywall. You can hear each operator breathing inside their mask. A single suppressed shot, then boom, an attack helicopter plows through the roof and pancakes the entire second floor. It feels like that MW 2019 clean house mission collided with an old school Battlefield set piece. The sound design? Wood splinters, rebar snaps, rotor blades wind to a halt like a dying animal. You can almost smell the burning jet fuel. Hard pivot across the globe again, and suddenly we're in Egypt. Sun blazes overhead, sand whipping off tank tracks. An armored column storms past the pyramids like a historical crossover episode. Artillery shells kick up little mushroom clouds in the distance. Camera pans up and a formation of jets tears across the sky like silver darts. You can practically feel the aftershock in your chest. Next scene drops us on the Rock of Gibraltar. Landing craft slam onto a narrow beach, while tracer fire stitches rainbow arcs in the dusky sky. A squad halo jumps overhead, silhouettes against the moon, drifting toward the cliffs. Rumor is Conquest scales back to 64 players, but honestly, with maps this gigantic, it might feel busier than 128 did on some of those empty 2042 levels. Density over raw headcount if executed right. Then the villain makes his entrance. Scarface, a nickname that'll stick even if he gets an official reveal, steps from the smoke, trench coat flapping like a comic book antagonist. Reports say it's Tony Curran under that severe hair and scar combo. He stares down the lens, one good eye almost glowing in the firelight as if he knows you're trying to read his motives. No cheesy monologue, just that look. Come stop me. Effective, short, menacing. Screen goes dark. Bass tremor lingers. Giant letters explode across the void. Multiplayer reveal 31st July 2025. I swear I heard thousands of gamers collectively open their Google calendars. And yeah, the fandom is still nursing bruises from 2042's shaky intro. So the comment sections are one big trust but verify echo chamber. Nobody's pre-ordering until they've squeezed the trigger themselves and watched the netcode hold steady. Smart move, wallet discipline, my own pre-order finger is taped to the desk until that public beta drops. But here's why I'm cautiously pumped. Everything about that trailer screams that the devs actually listened. No clown skins, no hovercraft scaling skyscrapers, no tornado gimmicks. Just grit, metal, sand, fire, and more broken glass than a bar fight. Gun models look weighty, recoil animations punchy, and that sound of bullets cracking off concrete is straight ASMR for shooter fans. If the servers stay up, the destruction engine keeps its promises, and the sandbox delivers those water cooler moments Battlefield is famous for, we might be witnessing the franchise's redemption arc. And if they miss, well then they're just the guy claiming he can juggle chainsaws right before dropping one on his foot. So here's the personal game plan. Keep the hype dial below boiling. Watch the multiplayer reveal with skeptical curiosity. Jump into the beta, stress test a sledgehammer, try to crash a skyscraper, and see if the game shrugs or melts. If everything feels solid, the pre-order button is right there waiting. If not, there's always next year's GPU refresh cycle. Until then, stay caffeinated, stretch those trigger fingers, and maybe back up your SSD. You're going to need the space. And seriously, keep half an eye on the sky. In a Battlefield world, if something big isn't already on fire, it's probably about to explode and land directly on your squad's respawn beacon. Anyway, if this wild ramble sparked even a flicker of hype, smash that subscribe button like you're slamming the eject handle on a flaming jet. If you don't, the algorithm will curse your next 20 loot drops to nothing but weapon charms shaped like broken promises, and I'll be forced to record my next breakdown on hotel Wi-Fi using a cereal box microphone. Save us both the embarrassment. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll ride this chaos together. And with that, I'm out. Peace.